there! Today's video is going to be how to change the band to your Apple Watch. This should work with Series 1, 2, or 3. You can see I've got different bands. I've got the metal band, I've got an athletic one that is an all-in-one piece. I also have the little surrounds and also the original factory rubber ones that it came with. So let's get started. So with any good company, once you have several models of a single line of your product, it's always good to have a consistent product base. Therefore, all of the mounting solutions for the Apple Watch is going to be the same for all of the different models, even the first gen Nike ones, all the way up to, this is a Series 3, and they have since come out with a Series 4 late last summer. So what I have on mine currently is, it's an athletic watch. It's a little bit wider than the original one, as you can see there. I went with a little bit wider one because I like the way it fits better on my wrist. Also, it's got a hard plastic screen protector. I originally went with good old, it's a rubber bendy one that I thought would protect the screen, that I could also have a glass screen protector on the watch, but I decided that this was actually going to be the better way than this one, because the glass protector on the screen itself always peeled up anytime one of these corners bent up. So I just got something that's a little bit more protective. The way to remove it is, you'll see it's got the little turning knob, but that's kind of locked in here into the plastic. So you want to go to the other side, and you want to push this side out with your thumbs, like so, and it will pop right on out. So now there's the watch itself. What you want to do to prevent scratches from your glass, you don't want to just put this down face first on the table. You just want to stuff. So I've got a little pad of paper, so just plop it down here where it won't get scratched. Now do note, you can flip the screen around, so I have it to where the knob is on the right hand side. You can flip it to where it's on the left hand side. So whatever way you have facing up, you want to make sure that's, you know exactly where that is. So I have it towards the spiral, and typically the metal piece faces towards the back of the watch, like so. So I'm just going to slide this on until you can jiggle it a little bit. So now it doesn't move, therefore it's locked in. Now I'm going to take the other half with the metal piece here, and I'm going to slide it in as well until it locks in. Okay, now that both sides are locked in, it's nice and sturdy, and it won't come off. So once you do that, let me show you how to take it off. Now I have a pen here. You don't necessarily need a pen. If you have really long fingernails, this should be pretty easy. You'll notice there's a button here and a button here to release each side. So what you're going to do is you're just going to push it down and slide it off, like so. Same thing on the other side. Okay, now you're done. So now I have my metal clasp here. Let me figure out how, yep. So I know this is Libra Gemini. Got this off Amazon for pretty cheap, and does me well. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I have the metal piece up. That's pretty easy to tell. And you can slide these in from either side. If you notice the other band, I did it from the opposite direction. And it will make a little audible click, especially with the metal one, with the metal band that is, over the rubber. And you're just going to line this up with the tracks on both sides. Maybe have some issues. There we are. And you're just going to slide it in till it clicks. Okay, and there you have it. That's all there is to it. Now, here's another little trick. If you have one of these little cases and you want to put this on with your factory rubber bands just to protect your face, because this is pretty exposed. If you're athletic like me, or you do activities out in the garage or something like that, you definitely want to protect your watch. Okay, so I'm just going to release both of these. Same as you did with the original one. So now I'm going to ensure that the direction of the screen matches. Okay, so this one actually pops in from the top. So I'm going to do the little scroll wheel first. And I'm just going to mash all the buttons on the screen, of course. So now these do take a little finesse to get in there, but once you do, okay, once you do, now it's locked in there. Ensure all of the corners are up and it sits nice and flat. And then now you can take your band again, make sure it's the right direction, and you can just slide these on like you did before. Okay, now it's locked in. And that's how you do that. Pretty stinking easy, actually. So now you have a case that protects your screen from any scratches or damages from the side. Alright, and now I'm going to put back on my giant bulky rubber case. Same thing, so this one actually has a little indent so you can see where to release it. Let's do that both sides. Okay, I'm going to pop out this side without the button. Okay, there's that. And luckily enough, this giant bulky case, it's pretty easy to tell which side goes where. It goes something like that, and it just pops in from the back. I have found out that these bulkier cases do take some pressures to fit it in, but I've done it a handful of times.
Did you accidentally?
Okay, there we go. Make sure it's all seated. Make sure your buttons work, which they do. Okay, cool. And there you go. That's how you change out the bands to your Apple Watch. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you have any questions on the bands that I've got, I'll be sure to post the links down in the description below.